Hello YouTubers, this is Rail Rocket Ricky here with the first of 4 videos focusing on the new limited edition Thunderbirds Audiobook entitled Danger and Deception. Now, when I say limited edition, I really do mean limited edition, as there were only 250 copies of the CD box set. Like the previous 2 audiobooks, Thunderbirds vs. the Hood and Fire and Fury, Danger and Deception is a full cast audio drama with 1 story per disc. In this case, 4 stories adapted from the Thunderbirds comic strips of TV Century 21. In this video, I will be reviewing the story, The Revolution, adapted by Chris Thompson, which goes along this very plot. A rebel militia deliberately sabotages the atomic ocean liner President, caused it to become jammed in the San Miguel Canal. International rescue races against time to prevent the ship from capsizing, while defending themselves against the hostile rebel leaders and the imminent arrival of the San Miguel army. Well, the story starts in New York with international rescue finishing off a mission involving a hotel fire, which required Thunderbirds 1 and 2 with Scott, Virgil and Alan. The main plot of the story, though, revolves around the maiden voyage of the new atomic liner President from New York to Sydney, Australia, via the new San Miguel Canal. In this story, San Miguel itself is a fictional country somewhere in Central America. The local councillor of the so-called Workers' Popular Liberations Front, by the name of Jonna, whom voiced by Genevieve Gaunt, wants the world to know about their poverty. So she decides to sabotage the president. Unfortunately, the whole plan goes badly wrong, as the president ends up jammed in the canal, causing serious flooding to the local area. And to make matters worse, 2 of Jonna's followers, Castor and Gorman, betray their leader, intending to hold the crew and passengers of the ocean liner as their hostages. Seeing the events unfolding live on television, Jeff decides it is now Thunderbirds are go. So, going out to the San Miguel Canal are Scott and Tintin aboard Thunderbird 1, whilst Virgil and Gordon follow behind with Thunderbird 2 Pod 4. Yes, you heard me right. Tintin goes aboard Thunderbird 1 with Scott. So, in that case, as you can see in the Haynes manual of Thunderbirds, Scott would be in the pilot seat as usual, whilst Tintin would be in the passenger compartment behind him. Furthermore, Tintin wears a standard international rescue uniform, compared to what she wore in Sunprobe and The Uninvited. Whilst the colour of her sash is unknown, I suggest that Tintin's uniform might have a red sash, which would look like this. Going back to the story, Scott and Tintin use Thunderbird 1 to rescue the local villagers caught up in the floods. Meanwhile, Gordon launches Thunderbird 4 from Pod 4 to put a sealant charge inside a hole inside the President's port bow section. Unfortunately, the ocean liner keels over to port, causing Thunderbird 4 to become trapped underneath the ship's massive weight. Luckily for Gordon, Joanna bravely dives down to rescue him from the wrecked Thunderbird 4. So it seems Brains had to rebuild Thunderbird 4 after that. Up above the surface, Thunderbirds 1 and 2 using magnetic cables not only get the President back up on even keel, but also get it clear of the canal, allowing it to resume its maiden voyage. This story, The Revolution, is quite simply fantastic, outstanding and brilliant. I really praise Chris Thompson for this adaptation, especially having Tintin involved in the rescue mission, which was a very good idea. Whilst she is International Rescue's technical and administrative assistant, according to the Haynes Thunderbirds manual, for me, this feels like a promotion for Tintin. She was very brave in this story. Very brave indeed. Well, that concludes my review of The Revolution. Next time I will be reviewing a Lady Penelope comic strip, so watch this space. This is Rail Rocket Ricky sign off. F.A.